The Delta State University, Abraka, is adorned with several sculptures. Apart from the aesthetical values of these artworks, they also possess moral and historical values which are relevant to scholarship. Most of these sculptures are located at Site 2 of the university, while a few recent ones are located in Site 3 of the main campus of the university. These sculptures were created by students of the university under the supervision of their lecturers, mostly as final year project work for the Department of Fine and Applied Arts under the Faculty of Arts. In this edition, we shall be appreciating 12 of these sculptures. The first sculpture to be appraised in this edition is a sculpture sitting at the heart of the Delta State University Site 3, which is the main campus of the university. The sculpture is named The Educational Advancement and the Niger Delta. This sculpture was created by two creative artists, Harry Bazunu and Paul Idenu, in March 2022. It was commissioned by the Vice Chancellor of the Delta State University, Professor Andy Ogochukwu Egwenga, in the same year. The sculpture is also known as Burning the Midnight Candle. At the base of this sculpture are several hefty books arranged around the sculpture. At the middle is a larger textbook open to portray ongoing study. At the peak of the sculpture is an academic torch with a burning flame at the top. This sculpture serves as a motivation for students to work hard to attain academic excellence by studying day and night. The second sculpture to be appraised in this edition is the sculpture of a hard-working woman. This sculpture was created by Phils Nzekwe in the year 2001. Recall that Delta State University is situated at the heart of Urobo land, and the Urobo people are predominantly farmers. The woman in this sculpture is coming from the farm with her bicycle, which is the most common means of transportation of the local farmers. At the carrier of the bicycle is a heavy bag of farm produce, and at the handles of the bicycle are two bags of farm produce which are systematically placed to give the bicycle a balance. Their women are known for resilience and hard work. Most of these mothers fund their children's academics through this hard work. Perhaps this is the reason Urobo indigenes make a larger population of the university students. The third sculpture to be appraised is named the Crown of Excellence. This sculpture was created by Onose OJ in the year 2003. The sculpture symbolizes the students' academic excellence, which is attained through hard work. The sculpture shows an arm writing on a book. Another significant icon of this sculpture is a valedictory cap at the top of the pen. This depicts that a student's effort is crowned with excellence after being found worthy in character and in learning. The fourth sculpture to be appraised is named Say No to Unrighteousness on Campus. This is the largest of a single collection of sculptures in the university. It is divided into 3 sections. One of the sections, as seen, depicts violence on campus. The second section depicts promiscuity and reckless lifestyle on campus. The third section is an outcome of these behaviors which leads to expulsion and regrets. Each section depicts a particular vice on campus. However, they all point to a central message which is to shun immoral and unrighteous behaviors on campus. The fifth sculpture to be appraised is the pride of education. This sculpture shows a peacock standing on piles of books. The sculpture was created by Igbinoba Blessing in the year 2019. The peacock has bright feathers, which it often shows off in a magnificent curtain display. Its feathers shimmers when it is flapped wide. A peacock symbolizes the pride and beauty of education. This sculpture serves as a motivation for students to graduate in flying colors. The sixth sculpture to be appraised is a sculpture of a self-sponsored student who sees himself through school. This sculpture was created by Ekure Christian in the year 2006. It is not uncommon to see students who engage in several part-time jobs to assist their parents or sponsors themselves through school. This particular sculpture is a student who also engages in motorcycle transportation, which is popularly known as Okada riding. It serves as a source of motivation and encouragement to self-sponsored students of the university that with hard work and diligence, they can attain greater heights. The seventh sculpture to be appraised is the sculpture of a horse. This sculpture was created by Omonogo Martins in the year 2016. The horse depicts strength to overcome the hurdles and challenges associated with the process of acquiring knowledge in the university. The eighth sculpture to be appraised depicts the statue of teamwork. The statue shows a blind man holding a stick with both legs, carrying a lame man with both eyes as they set to look for their daily bread. The statue portrays the necessity of teamwork among students, because what is lacking in one student may be found in another student. This sculpture therefore encourages students to embody the spirit of teamwork for success. The ninth sculpture to be appraised is named the Ladder of Education statue. This sculpture was created by Ozana AC in the year 2013. The statue shows a student sitting at the pinnacle of a pile of books. This sculpture portrays the patience and hard work needed to attain educational excellence. It also portrays that education takes you to greater heights. The 10th sculpture is a depiction of militancy in the creek of the Niger Delta, where crude oil is abundant. This sculpture was created by Evore Kenneth in the year 2006. The statue displays a militant holding two expatriates hostage at gunpoint. Militancy is a result of agitation of the youths in oil-producing communities who felt marginalized and took arms against the government. These militants hold expatriates hostage in a bid to halt the oil exploration and operation in the area. Most times, they demand for ransom before releasing the foreigners, and other times they do it to scare the workers from continuing work. These practices, however, was brought to an end in June 2009 when the then President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, granted amnesty to the militants. The 11th sculpture is a sculpture of the colonial war. It was created by Ogboru H.O. in the year 2009. The colonization of Nigeria by the British met a lot of resistance. The inhabitants of the present-day Nigeria fought back to protect their territory and authority. This led to so many wars between both parties in different places. This sculpture depicts one of the wars in which British were temporarily defeated. One of these is the Ekumeku movement, which consisted on a series of uprisings against the rising power of the Royal Nigerian Company of the British Empire by Anioma people in the present-day Delta states. This penetration by the British people met with various resistance throughout the country. And lastly, this is a sculpture of a policeman manhandling a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This sculpture was created by Agbabwe Ejiro in the year 2007. Police brutality is a common problem in Nigeria. In 2020, police brutality and extrajudicial killings led to the nationwide End SARS protest, where several Nigerian youths were massacred in Lagos at Lekki toll gates on October 20th, 2020. This is all we'll be having in this edition. Thank you for watching.